solve the puzzle like a jigsaw. You know it's a big world, so easy to get lost. I'm just trying to solve the puzzle like a jigsaw, jigsaw. He gon' ask the question, so they better have an answer. Every week a different conversation is the plan. It goes round and round and round, round and round and round. We just trying to figure out what this life is about. I'm a black man trying not to get caught. I'm just trying to solve the puzzle like a jigsaw. You know it's a big world, so easy to get lost. I'm just trying to solve the puzzle like a jigsaw, jigsaw.
Oh.
And we back. 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 Hey, this ain't no intro. It's the entree. Hit that intro.
This is the entree because Brian and Joshua are back. It has been how long of a hiatus, Brian?
It's been
5 weeks, over a month.
It's been a long
Whatever
time.
it is, God has kept us, and we are back.
Yes.
We are here. We are so excited. We are your favorite Casanegroes.
We
are not here alone. We came
We're
back
not.
with some company. So we're just gonna get right into that. I am Josh Rogers,
I am Brian here.
and we're gonna shoot it to our brother who's here in the living room with us.
I'm Chancey.
We are back for another episode of the Jigsaw
Glad to have you.
Podcast with our
I'm glad to
brother.
be here.
That's always glad to have you here, brother. One half of one of our favorite podcasts,
Wow.
the AF podcast. Our brother Charles can be here. Sending him love and light, not feeling his best. But
Yes,
we always
prayer-
know he's always
prayer
welcome.
warriors.
But the prayer warriors, send the prayer warriors out.
Healing.
Oh,
Jesus.
gosh.
Send that to him right now. Big God, mulatto Jesus. Do it for our brother.
Not mulatto.
Mulatto Jesus. Because we don't know, we don't know what he Big Lotto Jesus. Because we don't know what he was, but what we do know is that he was not white. So
And his blood was red.
his blood was red. We're going into Easter. We're going into Resurrection Sunday.
It is.
Thank you, Jesus.
We got to be churchy this episode.
We do. We got a little bit.
Did y'all
Give
get
us a
your
gift.
palms?
Did I get was that church? I wasn't at church. Was that church this Sunday? I was at church. on Sunday, so.
I was stuck in Minnesota. Mad and cussing because my flight got canceled.
I'm sorry.
But we are back to talk about all the things, but particularly
All the things.
the perils, the praises, the productivity, and the pump circumstance of being Black millennials trying to figure out the craziest puzzle piece, and that is the jigsaw of life. Brian,
Yes.
how are you?
It's a great day to be Black, brother.
Ain't it always?
All right.
And it always. Chancey, how are you, brother?
I'm good. No complaints. Honestly, no complaints.
Things
I'm
are going
content.
Okay.
Yeah, things are good. Things are good. You know, life is busy.
It is.
But for the good reasons.
Filled with swift transitions.
Life now is sweet and my joy is complete. Cause I'm saved. That's what the
Saved.
Brian, there's a glow on you.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the glow?
I feel like it's coming from the Golden Shores.
Oh, the diamond was shining.
The diamonds in the sky.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shining bright like a diamond. I think you got some news for us. Chancey's not excited about this little part right here.
You know what? Hey.
So we've been gone for a while, and the reason being is because the man of God is now in in the greatest. I'm sorry, Chancey. I was going to be politically correct, but the greatest fraternity known to man. The Kappa Psi Fraternity Incorporated, founded January 5th, 1911, on campus of Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana. Yes.
That's it. Brian found his diamond in this KAPPA-AL and a PHA PSI Phi Nu Pi.
better know that song.
Till the day I die.
Now I will go up for that because there's a lot of strolling and a lot of people don't know their fraternity and sorority songs. So I will go up for
Listen,
that. I
listen.
will go up for that. Okay,
we was made the right way, right?
I was made the right way. Yeah, I was made the right way. Congratulations, Brian. Welcome to Greek life. I'm so
glad to be here. Thank you. Glad to be here.
And we got love our older brothers. It's
We
D9 love
do.
around here.
D9.
I mean, we don't bother nobody, so you know, like that's just y'all might be the greatest in y'all mind, and that's okay.
It's okay.
And in my mind, I'm the greatest too. But I will also say we are the most unproblematic. We don't bother nobody. We really be over here. Okay? We really be over here. Everybody else be over there. I don't know what be going on. So hey. Okay, listen, but I am so happy for you. It's such an amazing accomplishment. Seriously.
Yes, I appreciate it. Now, I can go back and listen to the episode you and Josh did together. I listened to it back then. I listened to it then.
It's gonna have a little bit more meaning to you now.
It will. Yes, it will. I'm gonna go back and listen to that.
Oh, Chance, we gotta do a part 2 to that. We
should. There's a lot that I feel like has changed.
Mm-hmm.
In the last we recorded years. Yeah, since we recorded, because that was almost 2 years ago, and I mean stuff is changing every day. So now, yeah, definitely we gotta do that.
Let's do it.
So, bro, how did so tell us now that you're on this side, on the other side of the game?
Yes.
How does it feel? What's going on? Your thoughts? You know, how do you plan on serving Kappa?
Oh well, honorable achievement, every field of human endeavor. All stuff I was already doing. Really, what they tell us and teach us, like, you don't, like, the organization doesn't necessarily change who you are, right? You are who you are. For some people, they niggas, Clark Kent, Superman, whatever. But like, if you already were serving, you're just gonna serve. You should be able to serve more. There's other opportunities to serve, networking opportunities. So I will say it's made me a better human being. Not that it just enhanced who I was. Now I have several more brothers. I got 21 line brothers, 21 fastest of a diamond. Shout out to y'all. But it's really hasn't set in as far as being on this side. So I'm still trying to do the things. I don't really wear a lot of nail yet. Some of my line brothers are super noobs, so they wearing all the things that they have in their closets.
Tell me about it.
They know who they are.
You got to though,
but not quadruple nail your chances.
Not quadruple, but not quadruple. But this is your first year. Like you got you have to.
I got to do the neo stuff.
You just a little bit. My neos aren't, because we crossed the line last fall or fall 2021, and I tell them, do as much as you can in the first year, as much as you can. Go as many places as you can. Seriously,
he didn't hurt. I didn't told him,
and I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have.
I'm his OG. I'm his big brother.
You are a big brother, Josh.
Listen, and do as much as you can, because there's never another Neo year. Like there's just so do as much as you can.
Yeah, I go to the things. I'll go to the things. Yeah, I missed.
But I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You put that for Jordan Harvey from a goddamn individual to a man of new pie. I was so, boy, I was so excited. Chance, you should have saw it, but I saw that boy walk from the back, boy. I was beaming. Like he came out of my ball sack. I was so happy. I was so proud. Because me and Brian have been talking about this since before I crossed.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So, and then he had some hurdles. He was a non-traditional student, and it was it's been a long time coming. So to see him actually, and then there was some interesting things that happened that chance that we could talk about offline. When it was almost over. So it's been a journey.
It's been a journey. Yeah.
Super excited to have you on this side. Super to have you as a brother 3 times over.
Oh yeah.
So it's just cheers to more life. I got something in my cup, a few things in my cup, and so cheers to.
I was
joy and health.
I was going to put something in my cup, but then I was like, I had a little bit of a headache earlier, so I was like, I don't want to mix the prosecco with the Tylenol.
Sometimes it just elevates you more.
I told Brian I'm going to engage in some other ungodly activities after we finish.
Nature's own.
So Brian, I think it's on you, bro. It's in your honor.
Jane.
Oh, that don't you get me? I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Listen,
Here's my main thing. She makes me feel all right. Hey,
I mean, she
makes
does.
my heart sing.
My heart
And
singing.
when I'm feeling low,
I ain't lonely.
she comes with no surprise. Turns me on with a love.
All the way.
Takes me to paradise.
I be feeling like I'm in someone's island.
You love me, Mary Jane. Yeah. Oh, do it. Now, do you think you love me, Mary Jane? Don't you play no games? Yeah. Bro, you know what to do to get me started.
I do.
But that wasn't the song of the week, Brian. It's on you. This is your time. This is your day.
It is
celebrating you.
So I think the song is going to be appropriate.
Okay.
It may have more. It's a Negro spiritual anthem.
Okay.
Has more meaning for some people than others, but we'll play it.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right. Here it goes.
Y'all gotta find another song. He problematic. y'all have got Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated has got to find another song. Y'all have got to find another one.
You know,
I ain't got nothing. I know y'all got something now.
We do, but
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
That song, we holding that one down for Webbie. Okay,
it's a hit that stick like grits. I mean, we can't deny it. We can't deny it. We can't deny it.
It's just like some of Donda's son. We're gonna say his name on here. Some of his songs still hit.
Yeah, a lot of his songs. And
when they come on, it's like, oh. And see the thing about like Donda son and like Boosie, it's to me it's different than like Mr. Kelly. I liked a lot of R. Kelly, but it was I gave him a clean break though. Yeah. He ain't on my playlist, he ain't in my stuff. But a few, all the graduations, all the dropouts, you know what I'm saying? Set it off.
I'll do you one better. Like The Life of Pablo, like that was probably the last Kanye album I listened to like fully. Mm-hmm. And after that, I was like, okay, I can't do it anymore. Like I can't. Morally, I just felt I felt dirty inside.
Yeah,
like,
I feel you because I don't
clean. Like,
I will say that I don't like consciously go like, let me play this Kanye song. Yeah. But if it pops up in my playlist like my youngest son loves all the music I love. So I put him onto Monster. And so he's blasting it all the time. So like stuff like that, like I'm a play it, but like I'm not. So I still haven't heard any of the Crisis King, none of the melodies.
I don't think he should be meddling in gospel. Period.
None
like,
of that stuff.
I don't think leave gospel to gospel. Like don't come over here doing it. You got this Sunday service choir. Then they going out on the blogs or something. Some of them saying they wasn't paid. What name? Some of them saying they wasn't paid.
Right, that's what they said.
That's what they said. Okay, so I ain't making that up.
That's what Mama Joy said. I heard that they were gonna come to your job
and blow you the fuck up. He said he was coming to your job and he was tired of being fucked over. He was gonna come and blow you the fuck up.
Mama Joyce will be forever iconic for that alone.
She's iconic. She really is.
All right, Brian, you ready to get into some Black excellence? And
I am. I'm ready.
Get the show started. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're here at the Bless Up Report where we shout out Black folks doing great Black things. And if you know somebody who has a Black business, we want to shout them out. We support Black business here. That's what we do. So if you do want to support somebody, hit us up on our Instagram page, the Jigsaw Podcast, or hit us up in our email, the Jigsaw Podcast @gmail.com, and let us know about a Black business that you want us to support. Shout out, bless up. So we do have a good one. Today's Blakk, Tatted, and Black Smoke. $1.2 million in just 9 hours. Black Smoke is
selling what?
I'm gonna let you know. The Black Smoke is a Black-owned hookah line specializing in top quality products, guaranteed to satisfy all of your hookah desires. So we live in Atlanta, so hookah is hookah and wings. That's all we do here.
The vaccine and hookah in Atlanta.
Right.
That's why we ain't
I'm
never
not
had it.
messing. That's no. Y'all have had it, and y'all been keeping it going. Okay, I'm sure it's got a hub down there. You know how you know how the hub for Delta is in Atlanta. I'm sure the hub for COVID is in Atlanta.
It's there. It's here.
Chance, when I tell you that hookah got a chokehold, these
Oh,
black
I
folk
know.
in
I
Atlanta.
watch. Listen,
Yes.
I know.
Waffle
I
House got a
know.
hookah bar. You hear me?
Listen.
Everybody got hookah. No, I'm just playing.
Not
I don't know.
Waffle House.
But it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You
Atlanta
literally
is
can't
hookah.
go almost anywhere without having hookah. It's an option.
I mean, it's a nice option to have when you sit here and you think
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That blueberry hit.
Ooh, and that
Blueberry
mighty
hookah
freeze
is nice. Yeah, blueberry hookah is nice.
That mighty freeze and that mint, that blueberry mint with a little peach.
I like mint too. I ain't even mad at that.
Ooh,
You're a
ahead,
hookah
Brian.
connoisseur.
Atlanta is the thing. You go anywhere you
Atlanta
go.
put you on.
Yeah. But yeah, so speaking of Black Smoke, they offer everything from an epic hookah session with friends and family, right? So do you ever, this is what they say, do you ever become lightheaded after smoking hookah? Your answer is probably yes, because we have to, but not anyone anymore. Black Smoke created and customized real fruit flavors to eliminate the side effects of smoking hookah. So now you can pass me the hookah, enjoying a taste and vibe that you can't find anywhere else but with Black Smoke. So shouts out to Black Tatted, blessed with the Black Tatted and Black Smoke on doing all the
And
hookah things,
no
hookah
nicotine.
things. I don't know.
Oh God, we love that.
Yeah, so they have a website. Just Google it. It's BLAKK.
Ooh, that's black.
Smoke as super black.
Mhm.
But they've been selling other things.
You know it's black when they take the A out.
Yeah. Or black people always want to add a Z to stuff. Like
We do. Oh, but Brian, can we go back to a Greek conversation real quick?
Well,
don't you start misusing these Greek letters.
No. Like Beyonce?
Because I love Queen Bee, but
Now wait a minute.
Chancey.
Now wait a minute. I know that alphabet is fresh
She
in
put
your
that
mind.
sigma.
I know that.
She put that sigma where that E was supposed to be.
She did. She did. And guess what? I don't care because I don't care. I don't. She did a good thing. I'm fine with it. I know this. I know that I wouldn't go out and buy any of the stuff that she made with the Greek letters on because that's just too far from me personally. Mm-hmm. Especially since I got my own, so I ain't doing that. But okay, she gets a pass. What she doesn't get a pass for is remaking Before I Let Go, though.
What? So you gonna give up? You not gonna give up pass? You gonna give a pass? Well, she had Greek people in her camp, Chancey, and sure nobody stopped to say.
What you gonna tell Beyonce? Don't do that.
It's not an E, Beyonce. It's not an E.
You go up. You tell her. Don't do that. Okay, right. So then what? And then you don't have a job.
Listen.
Okay.
It looks better though.
It does. It looks like an E for sure, but it ain't it.
Yeah.
And when Lady Perry tried to do it for this new Madea flick, he did the same thing.
Oh. Not Lady Perry. Not Lady Perry.
Mother Perry.
Mother Perry.
Mother
Perry. Jesus. I'm sick of him.
Did you watch the new movie, Chancey?
I have not, but I heard. This is what I heard. I heard that it's so good that it's bad. I'm sorry, not bad. I heard it's so bad that it's good. Sorry, flip my words.
That's
I don't know
how
if
it
there's
is,
any
though.
truth. Okay, I haven't seen it, so I don't know if there's any truth.
It's so bad that you chuckle. I don't say that it's good, but it will make you be like when you laugh. I don't think you're laughing because it's fun. You're laughing like this is ridiculous.
That's so sad though, because when you think about the history that he has, it's like you could put on his old plays.
Oh yeah,
I know all the songs.
Oh yeah,
like all of them.
Yes,
like,
they hit.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Like, and it's so sad to see like him do all of that, and then like these movies, they just come out so cheesy, same story, bad lace fronts. I mean, you got all that terrible money. Yeah, you got all that money. Put them people in some good wigs.
Please. Yeah, there was no continuity here. The storyline was predictable. It was just watch it.
Okay. A Fall from Grace wasn't predictable though. I will say that. I was not expecting her to have them people in her house.
I wasn't expecting the wigs to change in the 5-minute time.
Yeah,
a ponytail and straight. Oh, that was so good. But that was so good. It was so bad that it was good though. Like it was one of those like
Fall from Grace had potential.
I enjoyed
Yes,
it.
yes.
It had a lot of potential to be good.
It was not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. No, I'll give it that. It wasn't terrible. But anyway, Brian, was that it with the Bless Up report?
Yeah, but we got the folks who've gone on to glory.
Oh, they didn't go. No, God did not stay the hand of death.
He didn't.
He let it loose. Who died?
We got two folks. One is Tracy Braxton. Right.
Oh, Tracy Braxton.
What do you think? What do you call her? Is she not that Sade gospel? No, that's Jackie. What do you is Tracy the
Tracy?
Is the Jackie Clark of the Braxtons?
Probably. But I gotta be very kind to my sister because I can be real petty. P-E to the T-T-Y, honey. That's what Tracy said. That's what she said. Rest in peace. Go ahead.
Rest up, Tracy Renee Braxton, American singer, reality TV personality, radio personality in the singing group The Braxtons, also on the hit TV show The Braxtons. I used to watch that faithfully. According to TMZ, she was actually battling cancer for over a year and unfortunately could not fight anymore. She reportedly passed on. We've been away for a long time. Saturday, March 12th, her husband Kevin revealed that she had been battling esophageal cancer. So
that in your esophagus, I assume.
Yeah, I'm assuming her. That was the singing. That was the voice. That. Yeah. So art and another person that passed away is I'm gonna give you Tarian. I'm gonna give the government Tarian LaShawn Pace, also known as LaShawn Pace Rose.
There's a leak
Sean
in the
Pace Rose. There is.
And her soul moved.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
My God.
American gospel singer songwriter, also Stellar Award winner, and an evangelist in the Church of God in Christ. Wasn't she in the church?
She was. She was. My jurisdiction.
Oh, look at God. Look at her. So she first emerged in the 1970s, performing solo and then alongside with her siblings, the Anointed Pace Sisters. That's the
Already done.
Okay.
Already done.
Come on.
Yes. Yeah, Duranis, Phyllis, June, Melanda, DeQuail, Leslie, Latrice, and Lydia. Those are some black names.
Blakk.
Well, their mama name was Betty Ann.
Look.
My grandma named Betty Lou. Oh my God.
Yeah. So those that do not know, or those from Atlanta, you should know that she started, singing at her brother's church, Action Revival Team. Also recorded with Dr. Jonathan Greer in the Cathedral of Faith Church of God in Christ here in Atlanta. And she, did all the things, sang all kind of songs. One is I Know I've Been Changed.
Ooh, you got to know it for yourself.
Yes.
I know for myself.
Okay.
Yes.
So when I go out in the streets and evangelize, Brian, at a Bo Shaddai, I know for myself.
And for those that have the TikTok, it was viral. The act like act like Yeah.
Yeah, that was her song.
That was her song.
My God.
Well, there it is. So blessed up to Black Smoke, rest up to Tracy Braxton and LaShawn Pace. They done went on to glory.
They done went on. My God. All right. Was that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, y'all know what's up. We've been gone. So, we've been gone for a while. We like to do these episodes called Culture Code. So the billboard today will be our living room. And that's what we got our brother here, because we got to need some help handling all the mess that has happened out here in Black society and culture over the last few weeks. So let's just dive right into some. Let's start off with some good stuff. Now wait a minute. Bro. Thank you. I'm gonna let you, because I know you love the Tank and the that's the goat throat.
That's Trey Songz.
Trey Songz. Go ahead.
We don't sing Trey. No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
He's problematic.
He's problematic
these days.
But Scratching Me Up is my song.
That radio album.
Honestly, give me Trey Songz from 06 to like 2011. I'll take anything past it. I'm good. I'm good.
But wasn't that like an era though? That was an era within itself.
That was an era. That was an era.
Okay. But we are going to dive into the billboard with some more. We're going to start off on a positive note. The Supreme Court just got a little bit of color. Ketanji Brown Jackson was confirmed. I mean, Brian.
Strong black.
She ain't got no strong black husband.
That's
another different conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation.
But she was married to a saltine.
She is.
Until I started watching like a little bit of the hearing on TV. I said, they painted behind her and then her daughter.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I said, well, it makes sense.
Love is love, and you fall in love with somebody.
You do.
I get whatever. Yeah. But we gonna celebrate it anyway. But on February 25th, Robinette nominated Judge Ketanji Brown to become the 116th Associate Justice, and the confirmation hearings were a hot mess between all the Republicans who were trying to question her character and her record, but she has officially been confirmed, and she is in that thing. She is now Chief Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. We love to see it. Brian, Chancey, any thoughts, anything you want to say to Republicans out there, just anything you want to add to this, because this is Black history.
I don't think they can see your fingers.
They ain't gonna see my fingers. They ain't gonna see my fingers. But that's my move. That's always
middle ones. But it's just foolishness. Like, you saw the things that Trevor Noah put on his little Instagram page where all the Republican senators were saying, "Oh, she's great, has a great history, great track record. She's more than qualified, but I'm not voting for her." Like, what? Like,
dumb.
So stupid.
It's almost disgusting to see how far white people have brainwashed themselves to believe that they are superior and that no one else can be better than them at certain things. And it's just like literally, and I don't know if you had saw this like floating around social media, but there was a chart.
Yeah,
you saw it, and it was you saw there was a couple Supreme Court justices on the chart, and it was like had different check boxes, like went to an Ivy League school, had a whole bunch of work experience, like went to law school, whatever the case may be, all these things, and you could see how literally she had every single box checked,
the most qualified ever in history.
And then you had other people, who weren't even meeting some of those requirements. People who didn't even practice law at any point in time, like didn't even go to college. Like, let's get into that, or didn't even go to like an Ivy League school. And it's like it's so interesting. Like, it really is. Like, they will do anything to stop anybody who does not look like them from being great. And I don't understand it.
Yeah. I think they're so afraid that their privilege seems threatened. And anytime that is threatened, they want to come again. Like Marsha Blackburn, senator from my home state, had the nerve to ask this woman, "What is your definition of a woman?" to try to trip her up, to kind of figure out her stance on LGBTQ rights and things like that. But like the purpose of being a justice on that level is that I may have my personal beliefs, but professionally, I can be so unbiased, right, that I'm interpreting the law based on the letter of the law and not necessarily my personal beliefs. So yes, she may be, about it in terms of social justice. She may be about it in terms of gender rights and sexual identity rights and all these types of things. But like, she has proven time and time again that I am going to the letter of the law.
That's right.
So all these different things to attack her personally, like even Ted Cruz breaking out the little book.
Yeah,
it was like, it made y'all look to me, it made y'all look trashy. But I know to the rest of the world, they're gonna take it as like, oh, they got her.
Right. They stood up for us and all that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, shout out to you, Queen. We love you.
We do.
Despite your white husband.
We do.
We love you.
Love is love.
Let's talk about
love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Let's talk about something that's a little bit more exciting. New music is coming this way. Chancey, I don't know. Chancey, are you into PJ Morton and the neo soul style?
So I'm a neo soul like head. Like, that is my rhythm music. I have listened to a couple of his songs. I like him. I haven't dived all the way into his stuff, but I do like some of the stuff that I've heard. Okay.
Well, he's coming out with a new album.
Okay.
And it's dropping it's coming soon, April 29th, but he's bringing some heavy hitter singers. So Zacardi Cortez, Jay Moore. So, Brian, is it Samot? Is it Samote? Samo?
I want to say it's Samo. Samo sounds cool.
Samo.
But
it's Samo.
I want to say Samo sounds cool. Like
it's a T in there. I'm gonna say Samo. Tim Rogers and Daryl Walls, they all commented to be on the song together. I don't know what that's going to be like. That's a lot of really good singing people who do a lot individually.
They do.
So collectively, but PJ is a phenomenal producer. So I'm super excited to hear what that's going to be about. Also in new music, Ella Mai's sophomore album is coming out. Heart on My Sleeve is on the way. The British R&B singer posted a copy of the album work and track listings, and she got some dope people on there. Roddy Ricch is on there. I think she got is it Lotto? Is Lotto on there? Lotto's on there. Yeah,
Big Lotto. I think
Big Lotto's on there. And the
Lotto.
album, shout out to Big Lotto, 777. That album is actually pretty decent.
It was pretty decent.
I rock with it. With it. But she's gonna have 15 songs. What I'm hoping she does not have is all these interludes.
We don't want them
from the last.
Now you know what's crazy. I actually saw LMA in August.
Did she do interludes then in live?
She did not do interludes live.
Thank you, God.
I was confused though. So I had won free tickets through Grubhub to go see her and Jasmine Sullivan.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was an amazing show. And she actually is really good live. Like I did not mind her really, really good. Like I didn't mind her live because she was really, really good. Jumping my words again. And she can sing live. She can sing live, and I was really impressed. And I was also impressed at how much of her music I actually knew, like besides Booed Up and like besides Trip. Like I actually know some.
Her freshman album.
Her music is good. It was solid. Now that I'm sitting here, I'm looking back on like it was really good.
Solid.
Yeah.
Now can we pause for a minute and say that Jacquees's version of Trip is actually really, really good.
His version is better, but I don't like him.
I don't like him either, but that version,
his version is better.
It's bad. It's actually bad.
He can make a remix. He can make a remix.
That's why she was pissed. Because how you gonna come on my song and do it better than me?
Mm-hmm.
She should have just threw him on there because I will say that remix with Nicki. But that's a good segue because Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, she's been playing nice with the girls lately.
Mrs. Petty.
She has been. I'm an OG Barb.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a Ken doll. I say I'm Barb adjacent. I'm not quite in it yet. I'm adjacent.
I'm an OG Barb. I was listening to Mixtape Nicki, so I'm very frustrated with her, to be honest.
Okay, why?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the same reasons.
Because I feel like when other people really started to get more shine, she got petty.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
And I do think that people were behind the scenes doing things to her, but I feel like that just comes with the industry. Like I feel like, although I'm not part of the industry, I can imagine that any industry has like shade in it.
Oh yeah.
And by the time like people was coming up, it's like, sis, you 10 years in, you've done so much. Like you are respected. Like no other rapper, female rapper will have the credentials that you have.
For sure.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if they get best rap album. I'm sorry, Cardi. I love Cardi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no problem with her, but it doesn't matter. You have such a good report card. Why diminish everything that you've done and everything that you like, girl, you were selling mixtapes out of your trunk, okay? The come up documentary, okay, listen, like it just, I don't know, I was pissed at her because I'm like, I don't know, she could just handle it so much better. I don't know.
And that's the way I feel about Nicki Minaj too. Like I feel like if she's the queen of hip hop, right? So why do you get off your throne for like other stuff? And like you said to your point earlier, like Cardi can have her moment, but Cardi hasn't came out with nothing since
Invasion of Privacy.
It's been about 4 years.
Yeah,
we're still waiting.
We're probably not gonna get another solid album from her. May came out, had a great album, had a great run, but she still, Nicki gave us years of consistency, right? So I think she just does too much, and she, like, a queen doesn't have to address anybody, right? Like, and you can put out your, like, I think I told Josh maybe off record, but Nicki should be on that Rihanna stuff. Like, I'm gonna give y'all what I want to give y'all. Like when I want to give y'all,
she should be carrying on just like Rihanna. But see, Beyonce would never. My fave would never. She would never address anybody. She would never address anybody.
Nope. She just come out here and kill it and go back into hiding.
That's it.
And I know new music is coming from her soon. I can feel it. I feel it, and I got my bank account is ready for that tour.
You said for Beyonce.
Oh, I keep money to the side just in case.
I want a DC3 album. That's
actually what I want. Before I get another solo, I want a DC3.
You see, I want a solo album from her. I don't want her husband attached to it. I don't want it attached to no movie. I want to hear you sing. Lion King was great. Black is King, beautiful. I want an album. You leave your husband at home. He can take care of them.
I want a Beyonce solo, but I want a DC3. Then I want DC5 at the Houston show. Not the whole thing, just at the Houston show.
Yeah, bring them. It's fair invited.
DC 5. I didn't say 6.
Okay.
We'll send your luggage, fair. I didn't say 6. I said 5.
We'll send the luggage for you.
We'll send the luggage, girl. But no, Nikki's been playing nicer. She did the Coi Leray thing. She been giving advice all over the internet. She been shouting out other people. Like she even paid homage to Lil' Kim in her Joe Budden interview. Like she
did.
I don't know. I don't know if it's motherhood.
I hope
you know
so.
what I'm saying? That changed her a little bit, but I'm liking what I see. Now I will say I don't like Blick Blick as a song. The song is okay. But she didn't have to eat Coi Leray like that on that girl song.
But was it really hard for her to do?
No, because Coi Leray ain't.
She's not that talented.
And that's what I was telling Brian. That's what I was telling Brian.
Like
Nikki's verse was good. It wasn't her best, but it was good. So for her to give a cool verse and still tear that girl up like that, Coi,
she's fun.
Coi should have got like an Asian doll because that wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair for you to be lined up like that.
Yeah. She didn't care though. She was like, I had a Nikki feature.
Oh yeah, she wanted that feature.
It could do the numbers.
It's gonna do the numbers, and it's gonna get the hype that I need to get.
Yeah. But she's I have to, and she's like I guess a fun. I guess maybe we're older. We're like, what is this? Like that. But maybe the kids love her. I don't know.
She's like designer.
The designer phase was one that was very interesting.
Wasn't it? It was a whole bunch of like one hit wonders around.
He came out my senior year of college, and I was just like, "Who is this?" And I'm like,
Panda was a terrible song, but when it comes on,
it goes.
It goes though.
Yeah, it does go. Yeah,
that's like my boy Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap had that. Was it 2015?
2014? If you from Jersey, like I am, because we been listening to that.
I'm about to say 2015 for us. He had us in a choke. I mean, hit after hit after hit.
And now he involved in a drug sting.
My God, it's the eye.
Yeah.
He didn't see it coming.
He didn't see it coming.
Help Holy Ghost.
He didn't see it coming.
But Fetty was on the thing, and I also think Brian knows that I love women's rap.
You do.
But I also think Coi is riding this wave of women finally getting their flowers, because she would not have survived in the Lil' Kim era. She wouldn't have survived when Nicki was running it. I don't think she would have survived when Cardi first entered the scene. I think right now it's a special time for women.
TikTok.
And the TikTok, all that, she's young, she's cute, all that stuff. So
I mean, rightfully so, a lot of them wouldn't survive though. The only ones that I could take and say who could survive are Doja and Meg.
I think the City Girls would have had a chance.
I think the City Girls would have, and I love the City Girls. I actually know a lot of their music. They might have had a little bit of a bubble.
Yeah, I think that'd have been like the Yin Yang.
But you take Meg and Doja. Meg and Doja could have ate back, especially like Doja. Doja's it. Doja's really it. Like that bitch performs.
I haven't tapped into her music.
I feel like she's pop though. Is she hip hop or she pop?
She raps. Sis raps.
Okay.
She does. She raps.
And I really like Lotto. I like
Lotto too. I think Lotto was doing more than I expected her to do. And I'm forgetting about Sweetie. I'm forgetting about her. I
like her. Just in the Bay Area.
No, I'm saying I'm forgetting about her because she's forgetful.
Yeah, for sure. I'm about to say
What I do like though is that all the girls are doing choreography, because back in the 90s you had to do a little 1-2 step, do something, stick around, be relevant or something. So I'm liking that we're getting back into that.
And like speaking of like if they were going to survive at different times, Lotto gives me very much Trina vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like solid rapper, but I don't know if she, I don't know if she would have hit the Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj superstardom, but I think she would have been a consistent staple. And like right now, because you don't have conversation without talking about Trina, but you also could be very honest to say that Trina was never in the top 10. Yeah, she never really like catapulted, but she was still solid. And that's why I think Lotto would have. And I think, but today of things, Lotto, she's out there. And I love the fact that, she's not technically in Gucci's camp, but she's associated. Like, Brian, I love me Gucci. I love me Gucci Mane LaFleur. That's my alter ego. I'm J Mane LaFleur.
I'm like Gucci.
I like Gucci. I like Gucci.
I like Gucci.
Ooh-wah.
So
yeah.
Ooh-wah. And that Moo-Wop is my song, by the way. Moo-Wop. Right? Have you heard Moo-Wop? Probably not. Oh, it's Lotto's version. It's a song.
Yeah.
I think you might have played it for me.
It's a song. And Gucci, and let me tell you, since we here, Gucci really ain't nobody's rapper.
He's not. He's not, but
he's an excellent storyteller, though, and I think
he's
his
a people's
thing.
champ. He's the streets.
But a lot of those Atlanta rappers rap slow to begin with, anyway. Like when you think of Gucci, you think of Jeezy, you think of T.I., you think of a lot of those Atlanta rappers. They rap slow, like Ludacris, like they rap.
I like Luda though. Luda's a rapper.
I love Luda.
Luda's underrated.
Luda's a rapper. Luda's a rapper. I like Luda, but they all rap slow.
And T.I. before the Great Fall was a rapper.
He was.
You know, he just
doing comedy. He's on stage now, getting booed.
Getting booed. And did you hear him say it wasn't getting booed? He said it was the audience pushing him to do more.
One thing about us up here in the north, we're gonna boo. Ain't none of that southern hospitality over here, okay? Especially in New York City. Okay, he should know better to come to New York with that bullshit. I'm sorry. Like you should know better. You should know better.
He did too much. You go back to the small stages.
All right. So sticking in the theme of music, I think I got one more Chancey boys on my docket here. Justice Smollett released a new. We all know that Jussie has been through the things. He was, allegedly faked the attack, and he went to jail, and he not out of jail. But he released a new song, Chancey, and it's called "Thank You God." Justice sings about everything. It's called "Thank You God." Everything from maintaining his innocence to the police to his beef with Lee Daniels, and the 100% of the profits from the single are going. I don't know. They probably ain't gonna be a lot, but they're going to the Illinois Innocence Project, LGBTQ.org, STB Safe now, and the Rainbow Push Coalition. Now, Brian,
yes,
Chance.
Why you bring the LGBT people up in that chat?
Well, you know
the things.
I know the things.
But I'm trying to figure out this song ain't gonna make a whole lot of money. How you splitting these pennies between all 6 of these organizations? What they fighting over? Are you gonna listen to the song, Chance? Is it gonna be your playlist?
I am not going to listen to it, and here's why.
Are you gonna stream it so he can get some money to the people, at least?
I like the organizations that he's supporting, so I may stream it. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
This has had me so torn because I do believe he's lying. I do believe he's lying, but I also am one of those people too, where it's like, even if he is lying, white people have lied about worse things. And I feel like they're going so hard on trying to like crucify him and trying to like take everything away from him. When literally the woman who, the woman who Emmett Till allegedly whistled at came out years later and said he never whistled at me. It never happened. Like, white people lie all the time and they get off scotch-free. And so while I think that it was a wrong thing for him to like, because I don't believe, and as someone who has been through shit with their sexuality, like I had been discriminated against when I was younger. Like I had people do some fucked up stuff. I remember one time I had a school project in 6th grade, and I left it in the locker room, and I came back the next day because I forgot it, and they destroyed it. Mind you, it was a French project, and you were supposed to talk about yourself in French. They destroyed it, wrote fag on it, this and that.
No.
It was awful. It was awful. I was crushed. But also like he couldn't beat me, so it's cool. And they wouldn't let me get him. But I just think about stuff that folks like me go through, and it's just like if you are lying, which I feel like part of me is like, something's off with the story. That's not cool, because you got people who actually go through shit like that and people don't believe them. But then it's also like, well, like, does he really deserve jail time? Because like white people lie every day and they get away with it. So this all
the time.
It's got me. That one is like,
yeah. It's me too. Because my thing is like, he lied. I don't think jail time is a little bit much. Like people get off easy. People lie all the time. I think although I didn't believe him, I'm not gonna be on social media saying like Jussie line.
I ain't gonna tear him down.
I'm not gonna tear him down.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I'm not gonna be like free Jussie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be doing any of those things. But
you gonna be like Taraji?
I'd rather in moments when it first came out, the story just seemed weird. It just seemed like odd.
It was very off. It was very, very off.
Yeah, and then the whole time I was thinking like, I hope he ain't lying. I hope he ain't lying. I hope
he
ain't lying.
But it seemed like maintaining his innocence.
He has been maintaining his innocence.
Will not. That's one thing I will say. He's sticking beside that. He gonna stick beside it.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast though, and it was B. Scott. Y'all know B. Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
She got a podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and B. Scott had a friendship with Jussie Smollett. Okay. And B. Scott was saying how Jussie Smollett is pretty much delusional.
Oh. He says the gay Tupac. Didn't he say that?
I think he did say that at some point. He got thug life on his stomach too. Okay. I can believe that though. Next in the Billboard, McDonald's has teamed up with Pusha T. So Pusha T teamed up with Arby's to make a diss track toward McDonald's. And the track Pusha comes to McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwich while comparing it to Arby's and spicy fish sandwich. We won't get into all the details, but Pusha T is pretty much mad because he says he's responsible for the "I'm loving it" jingle, and he never got his coin, so he teamed up with Arby's to do a diss track. Brian, Chance, do you eat Arby's?
I really enjoy their curly fries and their chicken fingers. See, they have really good curly fries, Josh.
Yo, I keep it because Brian talks about he gets.
But I get sandwiches.
But Brian get a roast beef sandwich.
I don't get no roast beef. I don't get no roast beef sandwich. But
my mama gets sandwiches from them too.
I get the
bacon.
Y'all
out here really eating
bacon ranch. The turkey bacon ranch. Like it's like a club. It's good. It's like it's a sandwich. I like sandwiches.
It is me and Brian. We are the ones that are keeping Arby's alive. I'm sorry to tell you that. It is.
Listen, when I see it on social media, people are saying like, "Who's keeping Arby's in business?" I'll be thinking like, me, but I keep on
them joints where I've seen restaurants come and go. Arby's is here.
It is.
So y'all gonna get the Arby's spicy fish sandwich?
I'm weird about eating fish from fast food places. Period. Although a lot of people enjoy the fish fillet sandwich from McDonald's.
Now, when I was young, I used to eat some Captain D's.
Really? Okay.
I did. My mom would she would get us a 3-piece with a hush puppy.
Not a hush puppy. I miss hush puppies. Why don't people make hush puppies?
They're so good.
It ain't number hot water cornbread.
I know, but I don't feel like people make hush puppies no more.
They're so good.
They're so good.
Brian, the next cookout you have, you need to make fry some hush puppies.
We can do a fish fry. That's what we need to do.
Now I know Josh Rogers fry some fish. Chance, you come to Atlanta.
What kind of fish?
Catfish.
Okay, we can do fried catfish.
Okay, you a tilapia man?
No,
okay,
no.
I like
that ain't no real fish.
Snapper, grouper, you can do,
And if you have tilapia, and honestly, if you have tilapia at the fish fry, just go on ahead and disinvite me. Go. As a matter of fact, you invite me, come, I knock it all over. Nobody needs it.
Right.
I like fried whiting.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, so my dad likes whiting. I'm not a big whiting fan, but I know a lot of people like whiting. Bro, we're not putting no snapper and grouper at the fish fry.
Why not?
You're too fancy. Who wants it at the fish fry?
I love red snapper. I'm sorry.
We're not frying it up. We're doing catfish. If I bring you to Memphis, we're gonna do some buffalo. That's
on them bones.
But you got to get the big bone buffalo. It's the 2 bones down the back. You got to cut it down the rib, my friend.
See, I can't stand going no fish fry. I can't even enjoy the damn fish. I'm over here spitting out bones every 5 seconds.
Right. They give that piece of bread. Like the piece of bread going to save you.
Like, come on. I'm just spitting out bones.
But tell you, that buffalo got such good flavor. Oh, that was so good. Anyway, we know who keeping Arby's in business. Easter is coming up, as y'all know. If you listen to this podcast, it is this Sunday. And Versus, who me and Brian believe should be out of business by now, they're doing another Versus. So last year for Easter, if you remember, they did Fred Hammond versus Kurt Franklin. That was pretty good.
That was good.
But this year, They did Brian's Hometown Girls. They probably got a key to the city. The Atkins sisters, Erica and Tina, Mary, as you may know them, versus the incestuous siblings, BB and Cece. We don't know if they sleeping together. We don't know we don't know what's going on because all of their songs are love songs to each other and not God. But anyway, they got the siblings paired together for Easter verses. Brian, Chancey, are you watching?
Not a chance.
Okay.
I stopped watching verses a while ago, to be honest. And you know, I'm not far from New York, so like it's crazy. Like they really sell tickets now. Like people really go, and I'm like, that's crazy to me. Like I'm not paying to do that. No, versus ran its course. Let's come up with something. It was cute when we were all really home.
Yeah.
But a lot of us are really not home anymore. Although the mask mandate is coming back to Philadelphia, y'all.
Oh no!
I listen, and I'm for it. I'm because I ain't took my mask off. Yeah, I go to work every day.
We live in the South, so we don't be wearing masks out here.
I had my mask on at the conference today, Brian. What you talking about?
I know y'all don't listen. Them Florida people and them Tennessee folks and them, they ain't wearing their masks. But yeah, I ain't watching that versus. No,
me either. And then like I get it that they're two sibling groups, but their music is totally different.
No, give me the Winans versus the Clarks.
Yes. Or the Claws versus the Pacers before they all die, because they keep dropping up out of here.
They just flying up out of here.
they flying up. I mean,
going up yonder.
Another one.
Sure do.
I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, but to your point, Chancey, I think it did have its time. When we were in the house, bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. That's when it was good. But I feel like if they were rebranded, just do like a versus tour. And just take all these shows on the road exclusively.
Yep.
Then they may make some money.
Yeah.
But to like just host it online and then you live and we playing records and stuff like that. The last verses I watched, because y'all know.
Yeah, I know.
Was 3-6 Bone Thugs. And it was only because of
yeah.
And that thing got gay.
Yeah, it got a little real ghetto for me. I immediately thought of you. I think I DM'd you that night too. I said, "You watch that."
You know I did, and I stayed up so late, jumping in the place, slob on my knob for the last. And they knew what their last song needed to be. Okay, and but it was worth it, But outside of but if it wasn't for 3-6, I can guarantee you I would not have watched that one either.
I
so
went
even
back
though that's
and
the lowest
watch the music, Anthony Hamilton later on.
I probably need to go catch that one just for the vibes. But
you only want to watch it for Anthony. I've actually seen Music Soul Child in concert twice within the last 7 months. So the first time I saw him was in October. I saw him with Lettucey. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He was barely singing, and then I was at Smoking Grooves in LA a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he did a little better, but vocally, music is
now. Music Soul Child ain't no vocalist.
It's a little.
I'm gonna give you that.
But it's a little strange. And then it was crazy. I saw Anthony Hamilton and I saw Joe, and then I saw Max. And I saw Maxwell.
Oh, that concert.
The Hares love Joe. Brian and Lauren love Joe.
I do love Joe.
Maxwell.
I saw Maxwell over there giving you Megan knees. I saw that.
It was a sight to see. I saw him a couple weeks ago too, and Maxwell put on the show. But either way, Anthony Hamilton sung. I mean, he sung.
I can see Anthony being the better showman than music.
Yeah, I've gone to a Anthony Hamilton concert, and we've also gone to Music Soul Child
concert. That's when Chris brought Versace.
Yeah, he did. That was a great time.
That was a great time.
He pulled up. He was like,
"Oh, okay, friend.
And our wives was like,
they was like, we was like, yeah, it was in the group chat a long time ago.
We already know. Yeah, this is pre-marriage, Chris. Chris is faithful. He's fair. He's faithful now, and
pre-marriage.
All the things.
Now we're gonna talk about this, Chancey, because it happened.
Okay.
Kanye pulled out of Coachella.
Yeah, he still want his check.
But he still
how you pull out and you still want your check? I'm not paying you and you not coming. What?
And I heard that he hadn't even been rehearsing.
That sounds like a very Kanye thing to do, though.
If you want to
Like,
read about it, I wrote about it on Afrotech.
Yeah.
You can go to afrotech.com and read about it.
Plug it here.
Come on, plug.
But seriously though, sources have said that he had not been rehearsing the last few weeks, and that he wasn't even prepared for a show. Then they did replace it with The Weeknd, of all people.
Which I'm sorry, but the Coachella prices are like sky high. I wouldn't pay that much to go see The Weeknd. I'm sorry. I just
at least Kanye, outside of this craziness, will give you some solid.
He's Kanye though.
You know, he gonna give you some solid music.
He gonna give you a show for sure.
He gonna give you a show for sure. Like with The Weeknd, did you see what that fool did at the Super Bowl? Nobody want to see that.
I was lost.
And he's commanding the same $8.5 million payout that Kanye was giving. He said if he don't get it, he ain't performing.
The Weeknd is one of those artists that hasn't been good for a very long time, but because
I can't feel my face if I'm with you.
But because he started off so strongly, people won't let him go. And I can't feel my face. That was a good song. It was a good song, but come on, let's go. Give us something, girl. I'm bored. Like I'm bored.
Tomatoes.
I'm throwing tomatoes. I'm throwing bricks. Okay.
But allegedly he's gonna go work on his mental health. He talked to Kimmy K and said that he wants to be better and all the things. So we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath for Kanye and any of these moves that he's doing. I think most of them are performative.
Always.
I do believe Kanye has serious mental health issues.
Oh, he's batshit crazy.
Yeah, that needs to be.
That's
addressed.
a bad thing for me to say, and I'm sorry, but he is.
But we understand.
He is, and but I hope that when he does check himself in, like he takes it seriously, and the people around him hold him accountable to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he needs it. I mean, because Kanye is he's a genius.
Yeah.
Musically. So it's actually sad as irritated as I am with him, it's actually sad to see the demise of that genius, because I feel like Kanye could have literally been, he was already at the top. Like he could have just been. And
rightfully so. He still is very much at the top, right? Because one thing about Kanye supporters is that they support him.
They support him. They do everything.
They support him no matter. He has that cult following.
He does.
That not many folks have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and so people are going. Yeah, his sneakers sell out, his slides sell out.
His Gap stuff sells out.
Them slides. You got some slides, Chancey?
Some slides. I ain't gonna hold you.
I want some Yeezy boots. I ain't gonna hold you. I want some.
I like the original ones he came out with.
That's what I'm saying. The original ones,
the Wave Runners.
Yeah.
What, the slide things, bro?
No. The Wave Runners. The one, his first sneaker that he made with Adidas.
Ain't them the boots, the little knit shoes?
You know how much they go for now? They go for like $6,000-$7,000. I saw them listed on StockX the other day.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
Crazy.
But yeah. And by the way, he's just Ye now.
Oh.
So the artist formerly known as Kanye. He did a Prince.
I'm bored. I'm bored with that. I am so bored with that. I'm bored with that. I am.
The Grammys occurred recently, and we're not gonna get too deep into it, but our girl finally got her just due and won 2 Grammys. That is Jasmine Sullivan. She won Best R&B Album for Hotels, and then Best R&B Performance for Pick Up Your Feelings is a song. You understand me?
Yes.
And the way she sings it,
yes.
You better go find your feelings and pick them up. Put them in a Kroger bag and pick them up. Put them in that Telfar that Chancey has behind him. And
I see it. Just a little bit.
Chancey is Telfar king.
The other ones are
listen, my brother has a different bag every other day on the ground.
Right.
That's why they sold out. Chancey getting all the drops.
Hey,
right.
I ain't gonna hold you. I want a Telfar duffel.
The Telfar duffels are nice.
I want one. I really want one.
The Telfar duffels are nice. They are. I'm so happy to see them evolving, because like I was getting them when they were very hard to get, and so like a lot of my friends, they was kind of pissed with me because they was like, "How you getting them?" And I never had a problem getting them. Like never. Like I just logged on and bought them just like everybody else.
Right.
But I love what they're doing. It's just what they're doing is so great. I love it. I'm a loyal supporter. They can get my money. And I had ruined my white bag when I went to the beach last summer, and I emailed them and they were like, we'll replace it half price. Because I was asking them how to get the stain off, and it says nobody get it off, but we'll give you a new one half the price. It's little things like that, Jasmine deserves all the Grammys. I'm mad that she tied with what's that group? What's that?
Silk Sonic.
The Silk and the Sonic.
Now
they won all the things.
The Cokeheads.
Oh,
now you know Bruno was on that Booger Sugar.
He was on it.
I think people give Bruno a lot.
Okay. In terms of like,
is he not like?
You think he's overrated?
Is that not cultural appropriation to some extent?
To some extent,
yeah.
Is it not? Is it not? And here's the thing: Bruno is talented.
Because if you go back to that debut album,
I want to be a millionaire.
Run away, baby.
Yeah, that one.
My hands on you.
That one, and I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. Ain't that him? Did he sing that one? Oh no, was that him? Was it him?
I don't think I want to marry you. I think I want to marry you.
Think I want to marry you.
Yeah.
And then he had the song B.O.B. Beautiful Girls.
That's my song. Now, that's my song.
Yeah. I think me and Josh had a conversation off record. Like he stumbled into the formula when he did like Treasure and Uptown Funk.
Treasure was the one. That was the first one. And I think when he saw the success of Treasure, he was like,
oh, let's just recreate the
sounds. Yep.
Yeah, that's all. And now he can recreate a sound. So like 24 Karat Magic was a recreation of a sound.
That finesse.
Yeah, like, and even with Silk Sonic as a recreation of a song, of a sound. Yeah. So, but if you think about it, like Adele does that, like Amy Winehouse does, like a lot of the folks, they just recreate a sound.
I said no.
They're back to Blakk song. And
I ain't even do drugs. You hear
listen,
me?
And I say this, and I'm gonna say it out loud. Back to Blakk is one of my like top 5 favorite like R&B albums of all time.
Amy Winehouse was,
and that makes me feel so bad.
Yeah, Amy Winehouse
she's
was
white.
a gift. Yeah, well, and so here's the thing: I don't have a problem with white people doing R&B. Because I mean, hell, look at Tina Marie. You know, and Tina Marie was
talking square bass to you, baby.
I'm talking square bass.
She loved the culture.
Baby. Okay, Portuguese love.
Yes.
Because she had the Rick James coked out peen up in her too. That was part of it.
Out on a limb, I'm falling into you again. Like the material, you know, it's just. I mean, I don't know. The Bruno is talented. I just feel like I don't know.
It is, but I think to that point,
spirit.
I've heard a lot of commentary, but there's something in me that appreciates what Bruno does feels much different than, because Brian knows how I feel about the person I'm about to say, than Justin Timberlake. Yes. I feel like Justin Timberlake, Man in the Woods and NSYNC is Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
I feel, because even on Bruno's debut album, he has some hints of I'm gonna dip my, because I feel like his debut album, he was trying to figure it out. Like he did the pop thing and that sent him to success, but he got a couple of features with like CeeLo and the B.O.B. song, like all these different things. But I think he was trying to figure out like, where do I go? And when he did his sophomore album, he almost had the sophomore curse. That sophomore album was
Unorthodox Jukebox.
Unorthodox Jukebox was kind of boo-boo. But when he finally
he had like 2 songs on there,
Treasure, I think he realized this is my lane. But something about Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River and all, it feels like, because we saw without Timberland, Justin can't do it.
Without Pharrell, that's it.
Bruno is Bruno, regardless of who's produced. You know what I'm saying? And he's been consistent in that way. And I watched an interview with him, as coked out as he was, with him and Anderson. Anderson was just talking about how Bruno was like pushing him to like be better and to sing better and to do this and to do that. So like I feel you. I'm not disagreeing with you, Chancey, but there's something about him that like sometimes I'm like, it's just authentic. But another side, like I don't feel, because like kind of like what you said about Tina Marie. Like it feels like you're connected to the culture and you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Versus like Justin, you just want to use the culture because you know that's what's gonna sell.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
He definitely did use the culture. I agree.
Yeah, because that Man in the Woods stuff.
Man in the Woods. Because Man in the Woods is who he is.
It is.
That's who you are, darling.
Yeah.
And stick with it.
Be you.
Be you.
Be who you are.
I heard they was coming to your studio to blow you.
blow you the fuck out. Oh my goodness.
And then the last thing, speaking of appropriation, the Grammys had the nerve to give best reggae album to a all white reggae band when there was a host of niggas in the category.
I was rooting for Spice. Not that she had the best reggae album. I just love Spice. I love her energy. I feel like she's just really like authentic, and she had a great following before she was on Love and Hip Hop. And So Me Like It is one of my favorite reggae songs, So I mean, and it's cultural, It's just,
I don't know much about Spice.
You gotta listen to something.
She could be Loris for all I know. But what I do know is that she was colored, and these white people shouldn't have won no best reggae category. It shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have happened.
Period.
I mean, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't. I mean, but the Grammys is never fair. The Grammys is never fair. The Grammys has never been fair. Mother has been robbed twice for album of the year.
I was just about to say Beyonce
she had album of the
because Lemonade was a masterpiece.
I'll do you one better. I was pissed when she didn't win.
Self-Titled was a masterpiece.
When she didn't win for Self-Titled, I knew that there was nothing more that she could do. Even though Lemonade was a masterpiece in its own right, Self-Titled literally because she dropped. No one knew it was coming. It was even the way she did it. She didn't even do nobody saw that shit come. She toured that entire year and recorded that album in secret. And nobody knew.
Self-Titled is an album.
It is. That's one of my favorite albums.
4 is my favorite.
4 is my favorite Beyonce album.
4 is a good album.
I can press play and just
But Self-Titled Partition.
I'm between Self-Titled and Partition made me want to be a whore.
Me too.
Okay.
That was like an evolution of Beyonce. That was like
it is. She reinvented herself, and it's a thing.
Self-Titled and B-Day are like the ones that I go back and forth with the most. Because B-Day just like vocally, I feel like that's her best album. Because she was
one of my favorite songs is actually an interlude in this. Is it Catch You Listening, Catch You Whispering?
Pray You Catch Me.
Yes. Oh my God.
Pray You Catch Me. Pray You Catch Me is one of my favorite Beyonce songs.
I be getting convicted. Like, ooh.
Pray You Catch Me. Pray You Catch Me.
She sang that from her soul. She meant that thing to them. She meant that to Sean.
She did. She did.
I pray you catch me. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, people who are looking to catch people is Netflix. Okay, they are tired of you sharing your passwords, and the days of multiple sharing is over. Netflix have said they are going to crack down on people sharing passwords who do not live in the same household, according to Variety magazine. Netflix has did some test launching that will make the primary account holders pay an additional fee if they find out that you are sharing your password. Chancey, do you have your own Netflix or you got somebody?
I am the primary account holder. So that's why I'm dead over here. Like, I got 4 people on my Netflix, okay? So I have 4 screens right now, and honestly, I'm tired of it because I'm paying $19.99 a month, so I'm exhausted.
So here's the thing. So me, Brian, our friend Chris, and between the 3 of us, and then we got some outside people like our siblings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all split and share. So Chris has the Netflix.
Okay.
I got the Hulu premium, no commercials.
Okay.
Brian has the Stars. Okay, and then like I think we all got Amazon because if you grown and they got Amazon Prime, like you don't really get Amazon for TV. You get Amazon for Amazon.
Yeah,
right.
and the TV is the just the extra. It's the add-on.
It's the extra.
See, then my big sister, my sibling has the HBO, but she used my Hulu.
Okay.
I got the Disney Plus in case anybody needs it. You know what I'm saying? And I got the Showtime because what's that show? The Chicago-based show.
That's The Shy.
The Shy, you know what I'm saying, is on there, which is all over the place. We just committed to it because that has no continuity. So you know what I'm saying? So like people have been doing this. Like we do this thing because who's gonna pay $6.99, $19.99, $8.99, $7.99, $5.99 for all these different things? Well, you can just have all these different accounts.
I do you one better. I'm the primary account holder. So
for all of them or just
I have
the
Netflix, I have Hulu, and then I have the Hulu and Disney Plus combo. I have Paramount Plus. I have Amazon Prime. I have HBO Max.
They're not gonna talk to you any kind of way, Chancey.
So you can, okay, and they know they get cut off right now.
Okay? I'll change passwords every
I'm
week.
good. I'm good. If Netflix really do crack down, I'm good. It's the people that
I will say this: Netflix has so much content that they will gain a subscriber in me.
Yeah.
If they crack down on, or I will give Chris whatever the additional fee is per month. I'll just cash app him per month. They'd be like, bro, because at this point, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like,
Netflix has good content. Hulu has the TV stuff that you want to see.
They do. Because my schedule is so busy. I don't watch a lot of TV in real time. So to be able to catch it the next day, because I'm actually really, my wife always tells me I'm capping, but I'm really about to get rid of Comcast cable. Like I pay way too much money to not watch TV. Because I watch everything on my apps.
Yeah, you might as well.
I just need my internet, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anyway, but would you pay the additional fee, Chancey, to keep your friends, or would you cut them off?
I mean, Netflix has raised the prices like 2 or 3 times. So like at this point, like just charge me the additional fee, because what the hell I'm going to tell them people? They can't use my Netflix no more.
Right.
Now here is my secret. I work at a college, and so I use my EDU and I get student discount for a lot of those accounts. I don't pay $13 a month for Amazon Prime. I pay $5.
Oh, my Georgia State is still in there, and I still pay $5.99. And every time the when I graduate, I add another year.
That's right. Same thing with Apple Music, and same thing with Tidal. Okay, I'm paying $4.99.
$4.99. Nothing more. If the email still work, it's working.
Listen, who paying for that stuff? And even if it don't work, once you verify the email address long ago, you can send stuff to that thing. It don't matter. I don't care who getting it. The new J. Rogers can get it. It don't matter. It's above me now. And then what they said?
It's above me.
It is above me now. Now, my favorite movie going into things is The Color Purple. Chance.
That's your favorite movie?
It is. I've read the book.
Okay.
Several times. I've seen the Broadway play.
Okay.
And I've watched the movie.
Yeah.
Countless times. So you do know they're doing the musical adaptation movie.
Yeah.
And they got some heavy hitters. They got Fantasia. Now I'm kind of worried about Fantasia's acting, because her ass, she's not an actress.
She did a stage version now.
She did, and I saw it with her, but I can't remember. Because I can't remember that she stunk it up. That must have meant that she was okay. Because I do remember when she did her own biopic.
You remember she did her Lifetime movie years
ago?
I
remember
she
that.
She had only been out for like a couple years. She couldn't even play
herself.
Yes.
And I was like, I was like, girl, you terrible at playing yourself. Just you. Like, but going back to that point,
give a movie to
anybody. We can have a movie, bro. We got to do a mockumentary or something.
We should. That would be funny. That would be funny.
We should. And to have some like fake beef and talk about you.
That would be funny.
Let me write that down. We got a 2-year celebration coming anyway. We need to do something.
We're going like uncensored, like
unsung,
unsung
Hollywood, unsung podcast.
Yeah, and we have to take pictures of like when we're sitting and taking a picture together. We're looking at each other like mad or looking off in the distance.
Oh, bro, we got to set this up. We got to do this. We need like a whole 2 days to do this. Ooh, you got my wheels turning. Let me get past this hell week, and then we can do it. But anyway, The Color Purple is going to have some heavy hitters. Now I was worried about Fantasia, but now you reminded me, Chance, that she might be okay. I was worried about Taraji playing Suge, but when she was online doing the singing stuff, she did she did all that. I was like, okay, girl, maybe you're going to bring it to us. And they got the Danielle girl from Orange is the New Black. She actually was Sophia in the play. She played Mahalia Jackson, so she's going to be solid. They got her as Squeak.
Oh,
they got Halle Bailey as Young Nettie. And this is where it starts to get interesting. Okay. They casted Sierra as adult.
1-2 step.
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you can show me, and that's the way I feel when you always get together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it. That's Sierra.
Wow, what is she doing in The Color Purple?
Because it is a musical.
Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoy Sierra. I love her family.
Me too.
Just wholesome.
But last time I checked, it wasn't now 1-2 step in The Color Purple.
Yeah.
No body parties, no level up.
I definitely don't want to see you on a wall. Okay, gyrating. Okay.
And what they gonna do about and then the whole Tyler Perry of things? Last time I checked, Halle has locks.
Locks. She does.
Sierra got a 52-inch
So on. So what is lace front?
Lace front. Well, Holly is gonna be the new Ariel in the Little Mermaid, and so I know she had to dye her hair for that. So I think they'll be able to work that part of it. Now, Chloe and Holly, those are my girls.
I love them. I love them.
Musically, like I've been following them actually for 10 years because I remember when I first went away to school, that's when they was doing like YouTube covers, and they covered Diamonds when Diamonds first came. They ate Diamonds up. Like I gotta send y'all the link. They ate that cover up. So the talent is there for at least them. But what is Sierra doing in the color?
Now, I don't know what they're gonna do with Sierra, Chancey.
Right.
But what I do know is what I remember though from the Broadway play.
Okay.
Is that older Nelly? Then I don't know because I know it's only the at the end of the movie.
Right.
So maybe, but I don't see Sierra as a strong actress either. So I'm really concerned.
She's not.
She's not. What has she acted in? What has she been in?
Was LaToya Luckett busy?
Had to be.
Because LaToya Luckett actually can act.
She can act. That's a good
one. Where's Latavia?
What was the movie she was in? What the daughter? Oh God, the Christian movie.
The Preacher's Daughter. The Preacher's
Daughter.
Yeah,
I used to watch that.
And she was in Greenleaf.
She was in Greenleaf.
Greenleaf
was good.
Greenleaf
was
a good show.
When Greenleaf was good, it was good. The last season was but when Greenleaf was good,
it was good.
Now, I will say they did announce a new addition, Ajanou Ellis, who acts her face.
She can act.
She is playing Celie Neal Mama, which is a very small role. You don't see her much in the movie, but she's very present in the book, which translates to the play. So super excited. I don't know that Ajanou sings, but maybe she won't have a singing part.
I think she sings. Was she
was Maddie, but you remember the movie? She never sang as Maddie. She only talked. They were very intentional, Brian. Because you know, Club Maddie's girls are my girls, so I know that. I watched that movie a few times.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was the best thing Lifetime has done in a while.
We need to bring that back.
I will say my only critique is that it should have been, since we're gonna go there, it should have been like the New Edition story, because when they got to a certain point, they rushed it. It was so much of their life that they rushed through,
trying to commit
suicide. But even all their solo careers, and then like the time from when they broke up till they got back together, that was like a 10-year gap.
Yeah.
So much.
I wanted more of Jesus as a love song.
I wanted more of all. Exactly. Finally, Karen, all of it. Because they also have moments where they came back together. And even when they were mad at Denise, there are YouTube clips that after Denise left the group, Denise came back and sang like her mom's appreciation services. So they weren't always like, it's so much. It was so much not there. But anyway, but yes, that's what's happening. As we get ready to wrap up I do want to talk about this. Monique has got her redemption.
Look at God.
So we know 50 Cent went on this rampage talking about she needs to do more work. And I'm not a big 50 Cent fan in terms of his personal, how he navigates life personally. The Power universe is my stuff. But he was like, bring back Monique, because he went to the All-Star Comedy Jam and he was like, man, this woman is funny. Why isn't she back? Blah, 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 blah. So he went this whole thing. But then T.S. Madison on one of her shows interviewed Monique and went into great detail. And this is the real thing, right? Went into great detail about, Monique and all of her issues with, Lee Daniels and Oprah and Tyler and all that kind of stuff. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, she did on another show. Shout out to T.S. Madison for having all the shows, getting all the bags.
Right.
I love T.S. Madison.
But Maddie got on there and interview Lee Daniels in like this car type of thing, and he went real deep. So she kind of was the orchestrator.
Yep. Give her
of all of this
credit. And
then so Monique had a show. Lee Daniels was there, and he got on there. He apologized, said, it took me a long time to realize this. I'm so sorry for hurting you in any way that I did. That he told Monique, and he says, y'all, she was my best friend, and that, y'all think that Precious was that was God working through both of us. He continued and said that we're going to do it again. And as a result of all of this, Monique will appear in Daniel's new film, Demon House, which is supposed to be like a black version of The Conjuring, for what I've been reading. And it's going to be on Netflix. And she's going to actually play she's going to play the part that Octavia Spencer was originally cast to play, but cannot do it no more for scheduling conflict. But Ajnu Ellis is going to be on it. He got some heavy hitters in this movie. So while it's going to be a horror, and I don't really do horror films, Chance.
Yeah.
Oh, neither do I.
I particularly don't do them. Now I will stomach them if it's just like Jason, Freddy, Scream. But when you start going into the demon world, like this country stuff,
Dark Side,
I really don't mess with it. So I want to support it because Monique and the people.
I'm gonna support it.
It's gonna be hard.
I'm gonna
have to watch that thing during the day. All the lights on.
Monique is an amazing actress, and
she is.
I'm happy that she got her redemption because her story's always been the same. You know, and I've been following this story actually. Like,
she ain't changed one word ever.
I've always been very invested in it. I don't know why. I just always feel like she deserved more. And also Lee Daniels is a stunt queen. He's an old, you know, that's something in the community, child. He's an old stunt. I see right through him. You know, he's an old stunt queen. He always doing something, pulling some next trick and trying to make a quarter turn into $100,000. You can tell. I know it's kind.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's a kind. He's a stunt queen. He is. So it's good that he finally apologized. I just hate that it took so long for him to apologize. And I also feel like Oprah and Tyler
13 years, bro.
Oprah and Tyler Perry need to get on the same wave, and they need to apologize too. Bottom line, cut and dry. And I'm glad she recorded Tyler Perry because I know he ain't, his garments ain't clean neither.
Right.
And Oprah a billionaire. So anybody that got that much money is evil. Sorry.
Sorry to that woman.
I don't care how many healing interviews she does. She got some bad to her too.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
Yeah.
As we round out the living room, we want to stay right there in that vein of reconciliation. Sort of, kinda. Will Smith. Now we're gonna talk about that. Shout out to Questlove for winning a Oscar. Shout out to Samuel Jackson for winning an Oscar, my house brother. Shout out to all the black people, other black folk who won stuff. But a lot of that was overshadowed by the infamous slap. We understand what happened. Chris Rock was on stage, did a joke in poor taste about Jada Pinkett Smith and her alopecia, her being bald, but due to her alopecia, Will Smith laughed. Could have been a nervous laugh, could have been a nervous tick, but from what we see, he noticed Jada. He got out of his seat. He walked onto that stage, slapped Chris Rock. He walked back off that stage, back in the seat, and said, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." And then he said it again, and they had a little, not a back and forth, but Chris was like in shock, like, "Oh, I'm Will." And then he proceeded to, present the award to Questlove. After that, Will Smith went on to win the Oscar. Did a whole apology, talk about how King Richard went hard for his family, through the little shade in there. Apologized to everybody except Chris Rock. Came out the next day or two and did as the people on the read was saying, iOS press release, apologizing to Chris Rock. And then he stepped down from the Academy, which basically means he ain't going to none of the events. He can't vote. It doesn't mean that he can't be nominated. It doesn't mean that he can't win an award. It just means that he can't actively participate. Chris Rock has yet to say anything. The only thing he has said was that when I say something, I'm gonna get paid to say something.
Hello.
There have been rumors, allegedly, that one, we do know they're going to the red table, but there have been rumors alleging that from said red table that Jada has said that she is not a woman who needed to be protected. She wished that Will had not done it. And that also that she actually never really wanted to marry Will in the first place. So, and let me add to this before we round up and open it up for discussion. Will has now since been banned, a 10-year ban from even attending the Oscars. They are going to let him keep his award, but he's been banned because of his action, because quote unquote, he brought disgrace to the ceremony and to the Academy. I'm not going to be asking you questions. I'm just going to open the floor. Brian, Chancey, thoughts.
I wasn't mad at Will.
I wasn't mad at Will either.
I wasn't mad. Okay. So my thing is, I wish the energy. Yes, you confront somebody who, if you feel like, you got a problem, like, do it. I wish he would have slapped him behind the scenes. Like, what I'm saying? I just wish because it was they they seated him in that place for a reason, right? And when you get sit in certain places in certain award shows, you know you're going to win. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like that moment, like you had been waiting your whole life for, that you probably have deserved all these years of like putting on great performances, was overshadowed by that one moment of you just slapping this dude, right? So I wish it would have just been behind the scenes. I don't care about, you know, protecting your family and stuff like that, the energy. My biggest issue is really just Jada. Like, she's always just like, he don't ever get no smoke off of what he does. Mm-hmm. It's always something in relation to Jada.
My Virgo sister is taking him through it.
Like everything. And then he had the united front to slap this man, and you come back and say, I wish you never would have done it. Like, no, like you just stand on the slap. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like the whole, you know, Tupac is the love of her life. And like, it's just all the thing. It's just so much. Not like, I'm like, it's just so much. Like, and then on top of that, like, you know, he's the breadwinner, and it would have been better for Jada to go up and slap him, because it's Jada. Like, you don't have anything to lose, like nothing to lose, and Will has everything to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
she's a star of Woo.
Low down
dirty shame. I'm about to say, now that's my movie.
That is a movie. That is a movie.
And she was great in a different world. But she don't have a whole lot of things.
And Set It Off. We can't forget about Set It Off.
Yeah. But I think she hasn't had anything in the 2000s that was worth, you know, mentioning.
No.
So I think in that moment, you know, yes, you protect your wife, but I think, you know, sometimes you got to take that L and be like, I mean, he's seeing the back. Or again, if she would have went up and did it, boom, that would have given her like a whole nother level of relevance. Mm-hmm. You know, the table has already been blazing, but then I don't know. I don't care. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh man, I care about what white people thinking. It's not that.
Well, I would just care about that.
I don't care. But I would have rather just like Will's moment not have been overshadowed by like that. Because he deserves it. He deserves things.
I knew it was going to be a big deal when my mama asked me about it. You know, when these types of events hit the 50 and over crowd. And she called me. She said, "What you think about Will?" I said, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe there was some pressure, perhaps. I also think that maybe I'm not married. Right. So I don't know what it's like for someone to do. Like, I know if someone disrespected my husband or my man, he ain't even gotta say nothing. Because me being the type of I am, like, I'm gonna beat you up on my nigga. Like, that's just how I am. But it's just, I don't know. Like, I agree with you, because it's like it did kind of take away from his moment just a tad bit, because like, who gives a fuck what white people think about? Because all those pedophiles that still got to keep their Oscars. Like, there's a list,
right? And the Academy was racist since the beginning, so
very. I mean, Hattie McDaniel, literally, she could not sit at the table when she won her Oscar for her role in Gone with the Wind. Like, she couldn't sit over there. So they've always been racist. But I mean, I don't know, and I also think it's crazy. And I did hear that Jada said that she had never wanted to marry Will, but apparently they said she didn't want to marry him because she was. I guess they said she didn't want a wedding because she was pregnant or whatever the case may be, and she was miserable when they got pregnant or something like that.
About that. Yeah, I heard the context.
Either way, that whole mess with "this is my first love, this is my real love," that would have been enough for me, to be honest, because we're married. We've been married for over 20 years. You are not going to come out and say, "Well, this is my true love, and this is the person that I really want to be," and everything like that. I'm gonna just go ahead and like, just exit. I feel like there's only so much you can do, but I also feel like this too. Like, when and if God blesses me to be married, I feel like we're going to be a united front. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's just certain stuff you shouldn't just be discussing about your marriage out in the public. That's just my personal opinion.
I agree.
Because as two married folks, I would assume y'all would agree. Because I just feel like once you started to, like, there are certain things that happen between husband and wife, or husband and wife, and it's like, I just feel like once you start to do that, it's like, okay, like, it creates that kind of like that dialogue where like y'all don't stick together. And like, don't get me wrong, like, correct each other's behavior, but like,
you do, there's
a way to go about it. Like, when my best friend got married, and we were very close. I mean, we're still very close, but there's just certain things we just don't talk about anymore. She has a husband, you know, so like we're not discussing her. You know, we can talk about sex life, how girl is, whatever the case may be. We're not discussing that stuff anymore because she's a mother. She's 2 kids. You know, it's just different. Right. It's different things now, and it's not to say that you can't discuss those things, but it's just like, you know, it's just the kind of, you know, it's just, I don't know.
No, I agree with everything both you brothers are saying. I think the only thing that I would add to that is that I won't blame Jada for the slap. That was Will's action.
Oh yeah, he did it because
you know what I'm saying? Agree. Because I hear a lot of people saying, "Well, you're blaming black women." I'm not blaming black women for anything. But I'm blaming Jada for it's totally different. Than the slap. My beef with Jada is totally, and I'm not saying that Will is perfect or anything like that, but my beef with Jada is totally different. I do think his feelings surrounding his partnership marriage to Jada contributed to this, because I don't think that slap was totally about her and the disrespect.
It's more about him
or anything like that. I think it was more about him and his ego and things like that. And I think it was just a culmination of things and him seeing her response. So I'll never be upset about any man or person protecting or standing up for their partner. Period. I'll never be upset about that.
Oh yeah. For sure.
One thing I heard Kev on stage say that I agree with 100% is that a joke is a joke until it ain't. Mm-hmm. And Lakeith Stanfield, when he was asked, he was like, you know, I grew up in the hood, stuff be happening. And it's like, how many times have people said something a little bit too far and it push you to the edge? Like, it ain't, some stuff ain't always funny. And while it may be funny to you, like, you got to understand that specifically in our community, you will get the slapped out of you if you say the wrong thing to certain people, right? So I think the shock value is one that is Will Smith, which is cookie cutter, very, you know, pristine image. And it happened at this very white award show, which is the Oscars. I think the other thing is that we just did not expect it. We thought it was a part of the thing, blah, blah, blah. But all this stuff with white people talking about, I'm traumatized. Amy Schumer thought she traumatized. That old boy talking about he could have killed Chris Rock. He couldn't have. He wasn't finna kill Chris Rock with that slap. That slap probably stung a little bit, and that was it, right? My issue with Jada, to Chancey's point, is your constant exposure of stuff that really ain't got nothing to do with us. And it makes your husband look bad. So, and again, to all my hoteps out there and to all my feminists, this is not about the woman being responsible for protecting the man. This is partner for partner. Like, Brian is my brother. Right. There are certain things that I'm just not going to put out there about my homie because of the intimacy of our friendship, right?
That's right.
So even when it comes to my wife, there's even a different level of protection that we have for each other, that even if I'm wrong, I don't expect Ashley to go into the world and be like, I ain't want him. I wish he wouldn't have done that. I don't need protecting. Because now what? Now I look even dumber. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm consistently going, you know what I'm saying? So not to say that my actions are excusable or that you're the blame for them, but like, you're not helping the situation. And then you come out and say, I ain't never want to marry you. And then you come out and talk about all this love you have for Tupac. Like, at what point? At what point are you going to not just protect your man, but be a place? I don't even want to say a place of peace because it's been overused and become really toxic. But when are you going to become that solace, that space for your partner? And I don't see where Jada has been that for Will.
Right.
And I think that compounded with everything that he's gone through, that he's explained in his book, has just, I think we're seeing that. I don't want to compare him to Kanye, but I think he's having that moment. Like, stuff is just hitting the fan. And while I don't think he's going to go as far as Kanye, but I think that Chris Rock slap was evidence of like, this is too much.
Right.
It's way too much. So that's just where I am. I think the Oscars are overreacting, again, to Chancey's point. I mean, Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
Bruh, got 80 some Oscars. Are you kidding me?
There's so many people it's a list of folks. The name is escaping me right now. One of them is actually like a fugitive, actually, technically, according to like the government system and everything here, and he's overseas right now. His name is escaping me. But it's the mad people that are pedophiles and that are crazy as hell and still kept their Oscars.
And white people be out here doing all kind of crazy stuff. Eating live animals. You saw Paula Patton half-white self-season the chicken after you put it in the grease. Girl, like, and you when they get you from your mama, you threw your white mama under the bus. We knew that recipe came from your white mama. We know they came from your black dad. That came from your white mama. And this salty chicken. This salty skin. Because that meat ain't got no seasoning on it.
Oh no.
You know, white people out here doing all kind of shit. And She cooked 138 pieces of that nasty chicken.
Just 138 pieces.
She did a full chicken fried dinner. You hear me?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that much chicken.
I didn't know it was 138 pieces.
Whole Foods chicken. She was having
wasted a lot of money.
You know how expensive chicken wings are?
Yes, they are right now.
Really?
I bought a pack of chicken breast tenderloins. $8.
Yeah, we went to a winery this weekend, and there was like this almost like.
Well, stun on us, Brian. Went to the winery. Okay,
but basically, it was at market price on the menu. It said MP. Like it, and we were like, well, why is it MP? And they were like, oh, because the price of chicken is like going up and down. So it was like $22 for a 10-piece.
Market price for chicken, that's going too damn far now.
That is too much.
That's too damn far now. That's too damn far.
So Regine Hunter's mama on Living Single said, "Ooh, scallops at market price. That's $5.99 a pound. Oh, give me a pound of scallops." Oh, but anyway, that has been the Billboard. You won't hear Brian and I talk about Will Smith never again unless something crazy happens. We're not talking about this Oscars thing again. This is it. We about to go into some black man stuff because we're all men, but black person because we're more inclusive over here in 2022. You know, women, everybody, black people take care of themselves. So, Brian, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Woosah. Woosah. Woosah.
All right, we are at I Am My Brother's Keeper. We're going to
Brother and Sister's Keeper,
right?
Yeah, we keeping
everybody. A black person self-care, where we kind of talk about the things that we're going to be doing or have done to take care of our black bodies. So since we have a guest here, we're not really a guest, a friend of the podcast from the real life. Chancey, what are you doing, or what have you done recently to take care of your black body?
I've been drinking Prosecco.
Yes, Lord.
I have been drinking Prosecco. Listen, I'm a Prosecco.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, you know what? What have I been doing? I just started using this new mouthwash. It's really great. It's called TheraBreath.
Okay.
TheraBreath is bomb. Like, it's really, really good. Like, you know how like Listerine kind of like burns a little bit sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's like that little tingly feel. It feel good, but also it's kind of like, So like TheraBreath is like a really good mouthwash. It's like an alternative, and it feels just as good, if not better. And like, you know, I mean, listen, it's keeping the breath fresher. It is. So I've switched mouthwashes. So it's been my self-care right now. Self-care.
Joshua?
This weekend, because my week is so busy, I'm going to do nothing. I'm probably going to have me a wash day, my little curly fro, deep condition this thing.
Sounds good.
Sit there with the shower cap, let it sit in. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, black people, we got to do the things to our hair. Can't let that moisture go out and all other kind of stuff. Give myself a facial. I'm just going to take care of me and lay up on this couch. I have a goal to reach. Fitness. I always talk about dang on fitness goals, but Brian, we going to LA. Yeah. And I'm trying to be naked.
When y'all going?
July-ish.
Oh, okay. I can give you guys some I can give you guys a restaurant that I went to when I was out there.
Please do.
Yeah, a couple things I did when I was up there. Yeah, it was really, really dope.
Please do. So I'm trying to make sure when we go to Bruce's Beach, ain't that the Black Folk Beach, that I am able to wear my short shorts and no shirt and be baby oil down. Okay. So I gotta make sure this body is right. So I'm starting officially meal prepping. I tried doing it with a company, and the options were like, I mean, the food was good, but they didn't have a whole lot of options. And I'm the kind of person, if I got to eat the exact same thing every day, I'm going to fall off the wagon. So if I do it myself, even though it's more work, I know that I can kind of, even if I do chicken all week, I can switch up the size. I can, you know what I'm saying, do some things. But anyway, that's going to be me in terms of self-care, making sure I'm preparing myself for this life I'm trying to live. Brian?
This past weekend, I went and got a massage, which was great.
Come on.
I needed one. Getting a haircut, got to get a haircut. I just enjoy a haircut. I probably need to get a manicure pedicure kind of situation. Like, I just need pampering. I just need to feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, for those, by the time you're listening to this episode, my grandmother's funeral is gonna be like a day after that. So it's gonna be a crazy thing. So I'm gonna be
Miss Dorothy.
Yes. Thank you. I'm gonna be skirting my family. Like, I'm gonna be not interacting with certain people because I just can't handle a lot of the things that come along with
That's
family and dealing with certain people who I just know they're going to add an additional level of stress and grief to already a tough situation. So even being transparent, I had like a crazy meltdown today, like as far as a breakdown I didn't expect. And I had to just sit down and just get it out. But yeah, so that's a whole nother episode, another conversation. But yeah, it's really gonna be maintaining my mental prepping for the time being, and then when it's after said and done, make sure I'm getting a nice mental space so I can actually handle it and be the best me that I can be after it's all said and done.
Absolutely. I'm the deadbeat family member. I don't talk to nobody. I don't fuck with them. Okay. I don't call nobody. I don't talk. My grandma texted me the other day, you missed a good party the other day. Did I?
No.
Did I? It wasn't a party without me. Okay.
Right.
So
right.
I say that to say I reaffirm the boundaries that you are setting. And I think that you do the best that you need to do to keep you together and to keep your mental health on track. I reaffirm that. I support you.
I appreciate it.
Yes. So Brian, did we? I know it's been a while since we read a letter. Did Rodney Jenkins bring something in the P.O. box?
Let's see. I think we do have.
Rodney Jenkins.
That's our mailman.
Come on, Rodney.
Yeah, we have something in the P.O. box.
All right, let's go over there.
Let's do it.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, Mr. Postman.
All right, good people. We are at the post office box, and Rodney Jenkins did what he always does. Let's deliver the mail on time. And you too can have your letter read aloud on the show. All you have to do is write into Ask the Jigsaw. That is ASK the Jigsaw at gmail.com. And we will possibly read your letter out loud. We will give you a pseudonym because we respect your privacy and your pronouns. And we're going to give you the best non-professional therapeutic advice that you can get on Blue Ivy's and Cicely Tyson's internet. So with that being said, understood and accepted, Brian.
Yes.
Who do we have and what do they want?
All right. We have pronouns. She, her.
Oh, you know what? We're going to give it to Chancey. Chancey, we try to give a real Black name
Okay.
to these people. So we're gonna let you pick the name.
I'm gonna go with LaQuinta. I saw a meme with that today, so I'm just give her LaQuinta.
LaQuinta.
Not even the last name, just LaQuinta.
We need a last name.
LaQuinta. Just LaQuinta.
Just LaQuinta. Okay.
Just LaQuinta.
Just
Okay.
LaQuinta.
Like Cher.
Pretty much like Cher, yeah.
All right, LaQuinta says, hey guys, hope all is well. I have a friend group from church. Okay, it's gonna be interesting, church folks. We all pretty much grew up together and have been like sisters and brothers since we were kids. Now, as adults, some of us went to the same colleges. We've been in each other's weddings and are even godparents to each other's children. Needless to say, we are really close. Here's the thing. We are all pretty advanced in our careers. Well, all of us except one friend. Lately, he has been using this 2-year pandemic to justify his laziness. I know y'all have talked about girlfriends on the podcast before, so consider him the Lynn of the group.
Not the Lynn of the group.
Lynn Spin. That's all I remember. Most of us have come to a breaking point with him because it is completely out of control. Recently, he asked, could he move in with my boyfriend and me? All right. My relationship is fairly new, 1 year, and I don't want him in my space that I'm just now developing with my new partner. I talked to my boyfriend, and I talked to my boyfriend about it, and knowing him and how he is, this nigga said yes because he said he wanted to play nice. Wow. Okay. Part of it is because he does not have the 2 decades of context with our friend. Now, I love him, but I'd be lying if I did not admit that he was a bum and needs to grow up. What should I do? Should I let him move in against my better judgment, or should I let him figure it out on his own? Love y'all, LaQuinta.
We're gonna let our brother go first.
Yeah.
Chancey.
He's taking notes.
Okay, so 20 years. Hold on, come on, damn it. 20 years.
Oh, they've been friends over 20 years.
20 years. Bum, B-U-M. Okay.
I felt like she used that word, yo.
No job. No car. Are we going that far?
Didn't
say anything about the car, but I would assume
Lynn Lynn a friend group. She ain't had no car, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Okay.
Lynn a friend group. Lynn a friend group. Yeah, let's not enable him. You know what? I look at it like this. I look at it like this. Like you want to be there for your friends and you want to support your friends, but being a good friend is holding your friend accountable and making sure that you are setting your folks up and helping them be put into positions of success. And honestly, I just don't know if they will be setting him up for success by taking him in. Right. And then on top of that, she said 2 decades of friendship. These bitches are old.
Yeah. At least
30 something.
At least 30. Not old like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Please take that with love from a 27-year-old. Okay. Okay. I ain't calling. Okay. But their friendship is old. They're old. They are old. They've been friends since they was maybe 10, 15, whatever the case may be. They are an older group of friends, and which means that these tricks are old. These games are old.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This narrative is old, and you're using a pandemic, which did put a lot of people out of work. But I mean, I don't know. And then on top of that, like your relationship is fairly new, and like I don't, a third person complicating that, and then on top of that, that's another mouth to feed. Yeah. Someone else on the couch, someone else in the bathroom, someone else, just taking up space. And I mean, I don't know, like if he had nowhere else to go, okay, fine. But like it's kind of hard to justify taking him in if like this is a pattern for him. Mm-hmm. He needs a fucking job. Excuse my language. He needs a job. Yeah. No, he needs a job. He could get a remote one because hell, they set you up with the camera. They send the equipment to the house.
Yeah.
So I would vote no. And also on top of me voting no, as a couple, like it just that space is so sacred, I think. And like when you move in with someone for the first time, you're still learning them. Like I need to learn this person. So like now you just throwing that whole thing off. So yeah. I'm sorry, I was long-winded.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I would probably Josh want to go?
I don't know that I have anything to add. I'll probably just say my vote would be no. Mm-hmm. And I would have a sit-down conversation as to why I said no, because you are my friend. That's the only reason why you would get the grace of a conversation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, because if you was like just like associate or like kind of cool,
the grace of a conversation,
I would just be like no. I'd just be like no. But because we got the history,
right?
I would sit you down and explain to you why. Now that conversation might not be what you want, because I'm also probably gonna read you, and let you know how you need to be better. I'm gonna do it in love. I'm not gonna like tear you down, but I'm gonna give you reasons why I'm saying no. But I wouldn't do that. He needs to be. Some people need to, unfortunately, hit the bottom to be able to, to get up. Unfortunately, and it's not to say that we won't be there for you as a friend group, but I can't, like to Chancey's point, I can't enable you in that way because you eventually going to take advantage of that space.
Yeah.
So Brian, you got something to add?
It's a no for me. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to add. It's a no for me. Like, I don't want anybody in my space. And then if I wasn't there, what would you do?
What would you do? Get up on me and stop making tired excuses. Yeah.
I don't know why City High popped into my mind when you said
City High.
They from my hometown.
Really?
Willingboro, New Jersey.
Come on.
Look at City High.
At home when you're
hungry.
Yeah.
And the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money. Daddy's gone.
Getting out of lockdown.
So that's what he needed to do. He needed to sleep with somebody for a little bit of money. So
listen, because I heard they was coming to your house.
Yeah, they was gonna blow you up.
Yeah.
That's what we should name this episode. I heard they was coming to your house. Oh shoot.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Nah.
All right, sis. Well, you heard what we said. We said a no. Please write in and let us know. Update us. what you gonna do. You can't live with none of us. Don't send them our way. But in the meantime, in between time, Brian, you ready to go rant about some things?
Looking forward to it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bruh, let me talk. Oh, let me talk.
All right, we are here at a greater conversation where we get things off of our chest, right? Stuff bothers us, people get on our nerves, and it's just best to just, like life is not promised, so cuss them out today, right? It's just get it off your chest.
That's
today.
a mantra.
It is, right? Let me say that again. Life is not promised. So cuss them out today, and take your PTO today too. Like take it all, do all the things. Yes. So there's some things that we want to get off our chest today. So we'll first start with, of course, our good friend Chancey. What is it that you want to talk about to get off your chest? Do you have anything?
Ooh, people overstepping their boundaries in the workplace.
Okay.
Ooh, good one.
I've just been experiencing that a lot, and it hasn't necessarily been directly toward me, but just like it's just people just overstepping their boundaries in the workplace. Just like specifically, white. I'm holding a piece of white paper. Because y'all can't see me, but just like I don't know, like I don't go to work to make friends. I have made friends at work, but I just don't go to work to make friends, and so I just take it as like I come here, I do my job, that's it. I mind my business. I don't get involved in what other departments got going on. It's got nothing to do with me, and I've just been seeing a lot of that lately, and it's just like I just want y'all to mind y'all fucking business, thing. Y'all pay great because y'all don't supervise me or nobody else in my department.
Right.
Leave us alone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Before I see you after 5 o'clock.
Because you will get Chris Rock.
And 5 o'clock me and 9 o'clock me are two different people. Okay. So
I love that. I love that energy.
Listen.
Joshua.
Yeah. So let's stay in the vein of going off on white people. So we was on a plane today.
Okay.
And I was sitting next to my children, or my African American children. And this white woman was sitting on the other side by my mother-in-law and my wife. And when we got off the plane, niggas like to stand up real fast as if we're gonna get off the plane.
Right. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Where you going? Just wait.
That's a greater conversation right there.
That's a greater conversation. That's a whole episode. Plane etiquette as an adult.
Oh, yes.
We need to have that one. But anyway, so my children, my No Limit soldiers, little Silk the Shocker Master P, they was cool. They was cool. You know what I'm saying? They was cool all plane ride. This white woman looks at me with her white gall in a surprised tone and says, "They're so well behaved."
Oh.
I looked up and I said, "As opposed to what else?"
Exactly.
And she said, "Excuse me." I said, "It's the surprise in your voice, dear, that I have a problem with." She said, "Well, no." I said, No. That wasn't the compliment that you thought it was. You can go." And when I tell you she was red in the face. all I'm saying is that white people, when you tell us that we're well behaved, when you tell us that we're articulate, when you tell us all these kind of things, as if that's not the norm for us. We can speak well. We know how to behave. We know how to do all these things. That is not a compliment, baby.
It's not.
I'm more surprised that you don't have any kind of family diseases in your family because you sleep with your cousins. How about I say that?
But also, like, why are you talking about somebody's kids that you don't even know, and then you saying well behaved as if they're dogs?
Exactly.
Right. And your children are not like small children. Like your children,
they're 7 and 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
And don't get me wrong, they get crunk. They do 7 to 10-year-old things. They also know Daddy will throw you out of the plane if you act up on this plane. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's the surprise in your voice, as if two young black boys don't know how to act. Like, my children are very cool. This ain't their first plane ride, it ain't their second. We does the things. You know what I'm saying? And baby, you don't want me to stun on you, Becky. I don't need to do this on you. I don't want to be the next, you know what I'm saying, meme or video because I went off on this white woman. But these are not when you say these things to black people, these are not the compliments that y'all think that they are.
They're not.
So stop, shut up.
Yeah.
That's the best I got. Brian.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I was at a work event recently, and I was really offended.
Okay.
Because a friend of ours, or a coworker of mine, has a girlfriend who's Nigerian.
Okay.
And another coworker was like, I just, so-and-so's girlfriend is here, and she probably doesn't speak English because she's Nigerian. And I was like, I looked at because the dude, it was his girlfriend. She wasn't there, and we looked at each other like, and we just like, and at that moment was like, if you better not say anything because you say something, it's gonna be like on some, you're gonna like lose your job type of stuff. And I was like, it was just goes to show the ignorance of it all because
was the man who said this white?
Yes, and English is the primary language of Nigeria. It's their number one language,
and they speak it better than us.
As someone who has been to the motherland, English is definitely a primary language over there. They speak a lot of English.
Yes, and
oh my God,
this same person at this same party had to show off their like missionary trips to like Africa and how they're like saving Africa's children.
All right.
Cape Town don't count because that's where they all go. Cape Town don't count. There's a whole bunch of white people down there. Cape Town don't count. It counts, but not to me.
Let's just
oh Lord.
I've had enough.
I'm saying this again. Africa is not a country.
It is a continent.
It's a continent.
Hello.
Not every country on the continent is the same. If you don't know different languages and cultures and stuff like that, just don't say anything. It makes you sound stupid. Exactly. And it's offensive. And even if you thought it was a joke, it wasn't a joke. It was offensive. And imagine if the girlfriend would have been there, like the level of disrespect and offense that would have been caused on a greater level. So
wow.
Yeah.
White people going white people.
All the time.
Crackers gonna crack.
All the time. And they do crack.
Like ripe bananas.
Okay.
Listen, like an albino razor.
It's like the avocado that you leave sitting out for too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and get the flies and everything around.
Get real black.
Yeah. They look like the grease from the bacon after they sit there all day. Crusty and greasy all at the same time. But that being said, this has been another episode of Jigsaw Podcast.
Yes.
We are so excited to be back. We are excited that Brian is a member of Capital Staff Incorporated. We are excited that our brother
congratulations.
Chancey, Paige, I'm gonna say your whole government is in the living room with us. I'm glad my brother's in the living room with us. We miss our brother Charles. Major love and light to him. Yes. Get well soon. We're gonna have y'all back. Chancey, before we sign off, tell us about how we can connect with you. We can connect with the show, all the things. Let us know.
Absolutely. I am at Fashion Driven 21 on Instagram. We are as FXCK, the podcast on Instagram. Same thing on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. That is our name. You can find us. We're also on Anchor as well too. We're everywhere. So yeah, we everywhere. We trying.
All right, we appreciate it. And they got a great show, y'all. Mm-hmm. It is really good. It's really good. And I don't vouch that Josh Rogers don't say stuff because I got friends who have creative projects. And they be asking me, Josh, what you think? I'd be like, well, I like they got a song. I'd be like, I bought the song.
I don't. What you think? I don't.
God bless you. We are praying for you.
We are praying for you. Okay. What me and Brian had a form pass like you are so talented.
Mm-hmm.
You're so talented.
You know what you say? I see the effort you put into this. That's all you gotta say. I see the effort you put
like you did that.
Mm-hmm.
You did
something.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I even know, man.
I commend you for completion.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You did that yourself?
Because so many people don't get this far, but you got this far. But bro, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure. Always. Brian, tell the people how they can connect with us. And we ain't gonna say what we got going on. We don't have anything going on right now. Yeah. But we're gonna have some stuff to share. I'm sure we're gonna do that mockumentary. It's coming. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Too, man.
You can all check us out all the places, all the things. We're on everywhere on every streaming podcast platform. Follow us on social medias, the Jigsaw Podcast. Check out our website, thejigsawpodcast.com. Follow Josh at I am Josh Rogers. Follow me at I am Brian Hare. Just 5 stars and nothing else. Don't give us anything less than 5 stars on our subscriptions. Leave us some comments. Let us know how great we are. gas us up.
Leave them some comments.
Yeah. Let us know.
Them Black King. These two wholesome Black Kings. Okay.
Yes.
We try to be.
Please.
Yeah, listen.
Yes. Do the things. Let us know how great we are. If you have somebody you want to see on the podcast, get in their DMs, get in their comments. Say, hey, man, I need to be on the Jigsaw podcast. Share, like, subscribe, all the things. That's pretty much it. Before we head out, Josh, just let the people know what they need to do.
Yes. What you can do is all you can while you can, the very best ways that you can. But in all you're doing, please don't get caught up with your work undone. That's a wrap. Love you all. See y'all next week.
Peace.